Good morning and win today. It's your girl Erina TL. Welcome to yet another episode. We're talking about African homes, African moms, African parents, African siblings, African everything, African neighborhoods. Visitors in African homes. In ancient African homes, visitors were mainly looked at as a blessing. Yes, even right now, visitors are blessing. A home that receives visitors is said to be a blessed home. But I don't know what happened in city homes, city African homes. I don't know what happens. Maybe because most city homes are copying things that are not our own, things that are not African norms, things that are not African culture. In the city, a visitor is a burden. Why? What made a blessing turn into a burden? Now, some of you are going to come in the comment section and be like, oh, in the village, food is almost free and all that. By the way, visitors are not all about food. Not all about food. Though food is one of the ways to entertain visitors, but it's not all about food. Hospitality doesn't entirely mean food. You complain about food. Do you eat stones? People can always share what you have, the little you have. Do you eat stones? Anyway, I didn't come to complain and quarrel. I came to tell you about our African homes and the visitors. So, initially visitors were considered a blessing, and they were even indicators in African homes. There were even indicators that a visitor is going to come to this home, and it was always an excitement. Yeah. For example, if a bee came around you, like kept following you several times, and then is it called bees do what? Buzz, right? Okay, English. And then a bee keeps buzzing around you several times. A family member, so an elder will be like, so today we're going to have a visitor. And you guys, I don't know how it would happen, but somehow a visitor would come. So bees were announcers of visitors. Okay, so they were angels. Bees were angels of of good news of the coming of the visitor. And let me tell you something funny. If a visitor was from Kampala, you would really expect bread from Kampala. Huh? I will tell you guys. Kampala esigaliza ekitiibwa. A city has its own kind of respect. Let me tell you, bread from Kampala tastes quite different from bread from anywhere else. I mean, Kampala is the capital city of Uganda. So if anywhere you're in any other country, you must also testify. I don't know if you testify that the bread from the city or the capital city of your country tastes quite different. It comes along with some kind of excitement around it. So yeah, visitors from Kampala were fun. They would bring bread from Kampala. They bring you those biscuits from Kampala, not the common ones in the village. They bring you those sweets you've not tasted before. So that is one of the signs of visitors, a bee buzzing around you. Sometimes even a sting would mean a visitor would come. Or if you were just minding your own business and then a wasp stings you. Yes, in some homes, if a wasp stung you, it would also mean good news that a visitor was going to come. Not these wasps, because for us now, when I learned that if a wasp stung you, a visitor would come. There is a time we had wasps somewhere on our roof, eh? So I said, Wanange, we've taken long without having visitors. I went and threw a stone, a stone there. But what happened was not a visitor's tale. So this thing, it is when it happens on its own. You don't induce, you don't go to bees so that they buzz around you. So another indicator of visitors was if you're peeling matoke, and then as you're throwing it into the pan, that banana doesn't sleep but it just stands like this. I hope I get an illustration to show you. That also implied that you would get a visitor. So in those cases, our great grandparents, our grandmothers, our mothers would, if they had measured the normal quantity of food, they would add on. And just when I tell you the normal quantity of food, it doesn't mean that what was just enough for the home. No. They always prepared in excess. they consider like 2 or 3 extra people, that what if a visitor came? So if an indicator of a visitor happened, that would confirm more that we are expecting a visitor. Okay, so they would add on the food. You guys, there is no single time in an African home whereby we would get to prepare just food enough for us. No. So if you prepared food and ate it all, for example, lunchtime or dinner time, we'll be like, what if a visitor comes? Hmm? You people, like, it is like a disgrace. Like, a grandmother would scold you like you've disgraced them. What if a visitor came? You get. So visitors are always held in high regards in African homes. You guys, these things of detesting visitors are not in our culture. I don't know where you have copied those things. Visitors have never been a burden. They are a blessing. So she would complain. So dinner, actually not entirely visitors, because there is when a stranger was on a journey and then they can't continue, maybe because it's dark, it's getting late, it's getting to a night, and they have to make a stopover somewhere and they spend a night. So those are things you have not planned. Okay, you have to be always ready to host someone. So even dinner, you prepare food in excess, you eat, and you leave some food. If no one comes, well and good, you'll use that food for breakfast. The leftover food will be used for breakfast. If you have grown in a typical African home, you can't tell us that you have never eaten leftover food. You guys, it is like a norm, I think. I think it's what makes us strong. These people complain, hey, digestion, food. That food is okay for me. For us, you do not throw away food just like that because it's left over. No, actually, one of my friends told me, that is Mulwana in primary, told me Emere Kolima, that what is Kolima in English? You people, man, I want to tell you these things, but English can't allow me to exploit my vocabulary. That, what is Kukolima? Food can curse. Yes. If you throw away food, that it can curse your home, and then it gets rare. It becomes scarce in your home. Those are African beliefs. Yeah, if you keep throwing away food, they left over, you prepare a lot of food, you keep throwing away. There are people who don't have food. You guys. So, I'm told. That is basically what it was. It was like in an African home, expecting visitors all the time. And then in the house, there is always that room that is organized for visitors. There are bed sheets for visitors. Esuka z'abagenyi. Then sometimes you'd wonder, "Banange, these visitors." So visitors, I think our parents knew that thing of first impression, okay? If a person is treated badly the first time they're in your home, they will never come back. And so you'll miss out on the blessing I told you, because I told you hosting people is a blessing in an African home. So you will definitely miss out on that blessing. So they always worked so hard on impressing the visitors more, which is not so good, but also good. So some people put in a lot of effort to impress other people, not the people immediate around them. Okay. Yeah, so they will tell you, keep that toilet. Not toilet area. Did you have a toilet in your village? It was a latrine. Calm down. Calm down. So they will always tell you, keep that latrine clean. What if a visitor comes? Like, in my mind, I was like, is it only visitors that need clean latrines? Even us. Can't you say, what if you fall sick? Huh? But it was always about visitors, just to show you that visitors are highly welcome in African homes. Whether you know them or not, because a home should be able to accommodate or to welcome or to give peace or refuge to strangers, relatives, friends, like everyone should feel at home in your home. That is how it should be. And so visitors were highly entertained. They'll give them the finest bed sheets, and it's normally those bedrooms where bed waiters don't sleep. Some of us who used to sit on bed, you don't sleep in such a bedroom, not even by mistake. Maybe that you were there with your siblings having stories and then you dozed off. How? You do not. What if you went on a visitor's mattress? Like how? What if you slept on a visitor's mattress? Yeah. Hello, fellow bedwetters. If you know you waited on bed, please say hi to me. I am your ambassador. If you want that story, just comment in the comment section below. That is long. It's like a movie, but it is normal. It is normal. You can heal from it. You can overcome that. You can outgrow that. Okay, so there is no way you would do wait on a visitor's bed. And there were these visitors, sometimes our cousins, elders, our or friends, and you really want to spend some time with them or sleep with them. They'll tell you, for you, you're so swan bed, don't sleep there because that is a visitor's bed. Yeah, but I am not complaining about it. All I'm telling you is visitors are a blessing. They have always been, they will continue to be a blessing in someone's life. Okay, even the Bible talks about be hospitable, let your home be full of peace, let people come there and find refuge. But this thing, I do not know where this evil has come from, where you look at visitors as a burden. Visitors are not a burden at all, but a blessing. Don't look at what am I going to feed them, what you're eating, share with them that. Just that we have this thing, it's good to impress visitors. If they find you well off, treat them well, treat them off well, like big, if you can chicken, if you can slaughter something, because for us a visitor you have to slaughter something for them to show them that they are highly welcome in that home. If you have a goat, if you have a chicken, but there are times when you do not have anything to offer. That doesn't mean they should be abandoned. Just share with them freely what you have, because there is even a proverb that that he who goes hungry never comes back to that house. Okay, so I think it was mainly about feeling people, making people feel comfortable and always welcome in that house. And you don't ask a visitor, when are you going? In an African home, I told you that already. You don't ask a visitor, when are you going? Because you didn't bring them. Okay? Yeah. Have a conversation with them. Let them tell you when they are going without you asking. Because it is rude to ask when a visitor is going in an African home. Yeah. So even the Bible says, blessed is the hand that gives than that taketh. Because most cases when a visitor comes, it's all about you giving your time, giving your attention, giving your food, giving your drinks, giving your experiences, giving your stories. So blessed is the hand that giveth than the one that taketh. Please always partake of that blessing. Look at visitors as blessings from the Lord. Someday you will chase away angels. Even the Bible says, there are people who hosted strangers in their house, yet not knowing that they were hosting angels. So please don't miss out on this blessing. Always welcome strangers in your house. But these days, we also know that people are not good. People are evil. But still, are we going to let the few innocent ones suffer because of the evil ones? Use your, what is it called, intelligence, and screen and see. I know some people pretend, but I don't know. I don't know. Some people pretend, but for me, I always hope for the best. I always look out for the positive in things. So Damaris taught me this. I knew it, but she always emphasizes, look out for the positive. Why hope that you're going to harbor a man eater, you're going to harbor a thief or something like that. So always look out for the positive in people and concentrate on that. Please endeavor to gladly host people in your house. Let people feel comfortable, let them find peace. People are troubled in this world, let me tell you. People are troubled in their homes, and sometimes even if they don't come on their own, feel free to invite a family to your own house. Let them feel the peace you have. That is if your family have peace, because you can't give what you don't have. So always ensure that your home or house is full of peace, full of joy, full of happiness and all that. It is a blessing to host. Thank you so much for watching this. Good morning and win today. Have a blessed time. Have a blessed time. Make sure you host someone today, and make sure you change your pillowcase so that your skin is clean, bright, and acne free. It's been your girl Irene TL, and see you right in the next episode.